Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Peace, peace, peace to all my gods and goddesses, kings and queens. Be to the full, beautiful, melanated people, family. Grand Rising, how we doing? Ooh, excuse me, y'all. How we doing today? How are we doing on this lovely, beautiful, cold winter morning? You know, it's February 5th. It's like 12 degrees outside. It's freezing cold. How we doing? Hope y'all staying warm. Got something warm in your cup, something warm in your Dutch. You know, as we top the morning off. You know what I mean? As we get the day started. What's going on, though, people? I'm chilling. Welcome back once again to Blue Flames channel, Blue Flames TV. Well, y'all already know. Here we just deal with random thoughts, man. You know, things we think about. You know what I mean? Things to keep our minds going and growing in this beautiful world. You know, I've been seeing some things, researching up on some things. You know what I mean? So, in these next coming videos, you know, we'll have a few extra, you know what I mean, a few things for y'all. We're going to go through some steps together, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I've been researching, doing some homework on certain things, some things. You know what I mean? So, in my next up and coming videos, you know what I'm saying? We're going to do a little bit of step by steps together. You know what I'm saying? We're going to take some steps together, baby, and walk it on out. You know what I'm talking about? But right now, you know, we just still, you know, dealing with these random thoughts, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Giving these thoughts some food. You know, feeding our thoughts right now. But yeah, people, man, it's been a long week. It's coming close to an end. Been going through some things, you know what I'm saying? Researching some things and trying to figure some things out, man. But you know, it's Black History Month. And you know, speaking of history, I just found out a nice little fact about New York's history. I think it was yesterday. But yesterday, on that day of yesterday, and no, what's today? Thursday? Because I said it was Wednesday. Or Tuesday. Between Tuesday and this very day, between the 3rd, it happened on the 3rd actually, February 3rd, 1776. If I'm not mistaken, which is also the year of the independence and shit, right? But 1776. Did y'all know, all New Yorkers, especially in New York City, did y'all know that a fifth of New York was burnt, set on fire? In 1776, New York had what we call the Great Fire. It's when the British came. You know what I'm saying? Remember when they was running, oh, the British is coming, the British is coming. They set on fire a fifth of New York. Which means in the whole New York City, damn near, was on fire. You know what I mean? That shit burnt all the way down from the Bowery, all the way up the motherfucking Central Park, all the way through the motherfucking park, all the way up the Upper East Side, Upper West Side, you know what I'm saying? On fire. And these motherfuckers was cutting the hoses. Cause you know, back then it took 12 motherfuckers to pump water through a hose to put out a fire. You know what I mean? Lasted 3 days. Word. And I'm like, damn. 1776. This shit has always been fucked up, man. That's over 200 motherfucking years ago. Know what I'm saying? And here it is, 200 motherfucking years later. You know, a fifth of New York ain't burned it all at the same time completely, but we still got fires all over the motherfucking place. Shit burning from the Bronx to Manhattan to Brooklyn to Queens. Every motherfucking borough has a fire at least once a fucking week. You know what I'm saying? It's shit on fire all the time, all over the motherfucking place. You know what I'm saying? Throughout New York, not just in the five boroughs, but the five boroughs definitely. But even upstate, up this motherfucker throughout New York. You know what I mean? It's been fires, man. Motherfuckers been burning this bitch down forever, man. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, y'all. It's that good old ginger tea. Tea and ginger. That shit. Get your chest right, baby. But, you know what I'm saying? New York was on fire. And that's just a little part of, you know what I'm saying, what was going on at that moment. But, you know, 1776, a lot of shit happened, man. A lot of shit was going on. You know what I'm saying? That we need to go back in time and, you know what I'm saying, start going over things. You know what I'm saying? Checking these artifacts, see what the fuck is really, you know what I'm saying? Because just between then and now, there's a lot of shit that, you know what I'm saying, we don't know about. History wise, historic, right here in our country, right here in America, America's history. You know what I'm saying? Not the history of the world and over here and over there, but no, America's history. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of our shit has been pushed away, wiped away. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? We don't only fucking history we have in America is being a fucking slave, being slaughtered. You know what I'm saying? Being fucking everything except accepted and appreciated and fucking valued as a person, as a human. You know what I'm saying? We've been everything other than that. And then to top it off, they give us the fucking coldest month of the year. You know what I mean? It's fucking 2 degrees outside, 6 feet of fucking snow. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are we gonna do in this fucking kind of weather? You know what I mean? They don't even want to be out in this motherfucking weather. This they type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy, y'all. It's just crazy. There's so much shit in America. Like, and then we got all these sayings, you know what I'm saying? Land of the free, home of the great, and all this other shit. And now we got motherfuckers running around, chasing motherfuckers and locked them up. Motherfuckers that want to come here thinking this is the land of the free. This is freedom and everything. You know what I'm saying? Which I believe, like I said, the Declaration of Independence and freedom and all that shit was supposed to be in 1776 too. Somewhere in that era. But here it is. We're the country with the largest incarceration rate in the world. Not in the country or, you know what I'm saying, in the world. We have more jails and more prisoners in the United States than anywhere in the world. Now, how free are we? How great are we? We have the highest rate of crime, fucking murder than anywhere. And they'll tell us, oh, we got terrorists over here doing this, or they done bombed and killed all these people and did all of this. And that shit still doesn't total up to the shit that we have in America. You know what I'm saying? I just seen the shit the other day, and fucking we are the 14th on the list, nigga, of one of the supposed to be what great places to be or some shit, nigga. We're 14 on the list. You know what I'm saying? We have some of the worst ratings and shit than anywhere in the motherfucking world. You know what I'm saying? We have the highest rating in some categories than everywhere in the fucking world. But yet and still we're supposed to be so great, so free, so prosperous. And it's nothing but destruction, crime, violence, all types of shit here. And everybody want to break their neck to get here. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that, oh, America's the place to be. Yo, come to America, come to America. You can make it there. You know what I'm saying? And you know our motto, nigga, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. You know what I mean? So if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. How can you make it? You could be somewhere and can't make it, but come here and make it. And it's hard as fuck to make it here. You know what I mean? It's a city of big dreams, baby. You know what I mean? Big dreams. And that's the problem. Motherfuckers do a lot of dreaming and fascinating out this motherfucker instead of really, you know, living reality, man, and you know what I'm saying, making shit, useful shit that, you know what I'm saying, we can really grow from, man. We set trends of destruction, man. You know what I'm saying? America, we set trends of destruction. You know what I'm saying? Influenced by our leaders. You know what I mean? Our so-called leaders. Because in order to have a leader, you got to be a follower. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we get fucked up. We get these niggas. They make these little titles. Oh, they're the leaders and the fucking rulers of the fucking world. And we start going for that shit. Or not even going for it, just, you know what I'm saying, applauding by it. You know what I'm saying? Which gives it power. It gives it source. Now it's a meaning. It's a, you know what I mean, a purpose. It has a purpose. Because if you believe I'm the fucking leader of the world or the leader of this or whatever, you know what I'm saying, then that means that you got to be my follower. And I got to keep leading you to believe so you can keep following for me to exist. Like a lot of things in life, they got us following and believing in. You know what I'm saying? Not just religion. You know what I'm saying? Fucking information, education. You know what I'm saying? Medicine and shit. You know what I'm saying? Science and shit like that. Just a way of life. Instead of us like really, you know what I'm saying? Researching and understanding life. You know what I'm saying? You don't really have to go to school to study biology. Then you got a body. Study yourself. You know what I'm saying? Every organ you're gonna learn about in motherfucking school and all that shit and them books and all that is in you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you could get to look at and get to notice. You know what I mean? Some of these things, you know what I'm saying? Through the books, which is, you know what I'm saying? The way to go. Because you ain't gonna cut yourself open and, you know what I'm saying? Pull your fucking arteries out and examine them motherfuckers and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But what I mean is to, you know, really get to know yourself, your inner body. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of other shit, you know what I'm saying, will come to you once you get to understand your inner physics. You know what I'm saying? It'll help you more to understand and cope with the outer physics. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll understand order. You know what I'm saying? This is what they don't want us to gather in life is order. You know what I'm saying? They want fucking control. Because if I could control your order, then I could control what direction you go in. Because order equals direction. You know what I'm saying? And if you have order, you have a certain direction in life. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I can control your order, then I can control your direction. And that's what this whole control thing is about. It's control over your order. You know what I'm saying? The order of life, the way shit was meant to go, the way you were meant to be. You know what I'm saying? The true physics of life. They're going not against it, but they're controlling it, manipulating it. So this is what controls and manipulates us, you. You know what I'm saying? Because I know some people say, "Oh, nigga, I'm not being controlled. I'm not being manipulated." Blah, blah, blah. I know this and I know that, but you are because these elements outside of you, around you, that you have control of, but you're not in control of, so you really have no control of it. You know what I mean? And you feel that you can't get control of it because it's so much outside of you. You know what I mean? That you can't control it because it's not you. You know what I mean? It's, oh, I ain't got no control over that. These motherfuckers is the ones who, yeah, because they took over your order. So you don't understand your direction. You know what I'm saying? Your awareness and your heightness and everything is not fully accurate. It's not there. Some of us is aware of shit. You know what I mean? We on point, but it's still not there because of these elements around us. That's, you know what I'm saying, being ma- manipulated and taken control of. You know what I'm saying? That's because you lost complete order of yourself. Once you go back to order, you knock off the control because you head back in direction. And once you know what I mean, in that direction, you know what I'm saying, you keep that order, you won't be controlled. You know what I'm saying? Because order and control is two different things. And they take control of your order through these other simple methods like religion, education, you know what I'm saying? And shit, so forth. You know what I mean? Which these is things that we ought to pretty much know and realize that these was things we're gonna learn anyway. Because if schools and shit was never created and religions and well, if Bibles and shit and books wasn't created and shit like that, where would we where would we be in life? Like, I mean, how far would we have come? I mean, I watched some of these channels sometimes back in the days, even glanced through them previously. Like, you see these little National Geographic shit and all these people that live in fucking in the jungle, in the middle of nowhere. No cell phone, no TV, no nothing. These motherfuckers is smart as hell. They may not be book smart, you know what I'm saying? They may can't open a book and read that motherfucker. They may not know how to use a fucking cell phone or nothing. And we'll laugh at that. But there's shit that they know how to do that we will have no clue of doing. Nigga, if you left us in their environment, just like they'll be fucked up in our environment in 24 hours, nigga, we'd probably be dead in their environment in 24 hours, nigga, without them. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers is a whole nother smart. A universal smart. A way of the land, a way of the earth smart. They tell time and shit by the motherfucking day and night and the sun, moon, and stars. And you know what I'm saying? They tell the seasons and weathers by touching the ground and, you know what I'm saying? Biting the bark off of trees and all kinds of shit, nigga. To know, and they in tune with nature. You know what I mean? They're in tune with life. They laugh. They got memories. They have great times. They have fucking tradition, rituals, and shit. They're not stupid. They're not running around like banging their head against shit and all of that. These motherfuckers are highly intelligent. You know what I'm saying? Highly intelligent. We look at them like they're dumb because they don't have an assistant. You know what I'm saying? We have assistants. These phones and books and shit like that, that's assisting us and shit. Motherfuckers is teaching you and telling you some shit they want you to know. These motherfuckers is living and learning experience. You know what I'm saying? They're highly intelligent, highly in tune. You know what I mean? They don't have no motherfucking GPS and all that. These niggas is walking paths through jungles without getting lost. Daily, back and forth. They ain't setting no trail or, you know what I'm saying, made no, you don't know. They going back and forth daily through the motherfucking jungle, all through the forest for days and always seem to find their way back home without a GPS or nothing. And we think they fucking dumb. Some of us can't even get home in a fucking car with a GPS, motherfucker, correctly most of the time if you too far away and don't know where the fuck you at or going, nigga. Know what I'm saying? With a GPS. These niggas ain't got no car, they on foot, not even a shoe. On foot, running through jungles, wild terrain, all kind of shit. And finding their way around, navigating with no problem. Navigating, finding food. You know what I mean? Yeah, it'd be rough, it'd be hard. They have hard times, rough times. But for their conditions, they have good times too. They don't want to show us that, tell us that. You know what I'm saying? They want us to think that, oh, the motherfuckers is out there in the wilderness, fucked up all the time. But when them niggas take down a big ass buffalo, motherfucker, and that shit feed the whole village for a month, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Damn near a whole season. Motherfuckers is eating right. You know what I'm saying? They got all the vegetables and shit they need because that shit grow right there. So, you know what I'm saying? They eating regular other shit all the time. But, you know what I mean? They get that one good time where, all right, nigga, we good for this whole season. We done took this shit down, carved this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And we gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? But they know how to make weapons. They understand the bugs, the animals, everything. They know what to fuck with, what not to fuck with. You know what I'm saying? We don't know shit. Motherfucker get out there, oh look, that's so pretty little butter. Get bit and you dead in fucking 3 hours, nigga, if you don't get an injection or a shot or something. And unfortunately, the nearest hospital is in the next country, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta get flown to another motherfucking country or something somewhere. And they gotta find your ass in the middle of no motherfucking where. You're done. You know what I'm saying? And we think we going through survival. Like, this is survival, man. This ain't survival, baby. This is living. What they doing is what we would be really on is survival for us. You know what I'm saying? But that's living for them. You know what I mean? Just like if you flip the tables and bought them out here and shit, it would be survival for them because they don't know nothing. They don't know the way of the land, the culture, the language, the technology, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it would be complete survival for them. You know what I'm saying? Even though it would be made a little bit easier for them because of all the technology and all the shit that we have and tools and shit like that. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers out there making their own tools and shit. You know what I'm saying? But one thing they haven't lost is focus of they self, they inner conscious, who they is. You know what I'm saying? Their tradition, their heritage, what they come from. You know what I'm saying? Who was the great ones in their family before them. So they could first live up to that expectation and then go further on beyond because they recognize in the phases and levels of life. You know what I'm saying? We not doing that. You know what I'm saying? We got fathers that's supposed to be our role models and shit like that, but we grow up wanting to be other motherfuckers. Oh, I want to be like Mike. I want to be like this nigga. I want to be like that nigga. You know what I'm saying? You want to be like every man except the one that gave life to you. You know what I'm saying? The one who gave life to you. You want to be like everybody else. Not only do you not want to be like him, you don't even want to be yourself. You know what I'm saying? You want to be exactly like this next motherfucker or somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Hold on for 1 minute, y'all. Yo, Scotty. Amanda, what's up, guys? Hey, hi. What's going on? Let me pause y'all for 1 minute, y'all. Yeah, I'm back, y'all. My bad. You know, with my cousin and shit, you know. We stay in tune every morning, you know what I mean? Gotta holla at my little cousin, little mama's over there. You know what I mean? She getting big and smart and bad. But yeah, man, you know, kind of almost forgot what I was talking about. But more or less, like I was saying, you know, about everything being outside of yourself. You know what I mean? So that's when you feel you have no control. What you don't have no control over a lot of the shit outside of yourself. The only thing you can control is yourself and what's inside yourself. But if you know what I'm saying, you allowing yourself and your inner self to be controlled by the things outside of yourself, and you're not setting no order within yourself or in yourself, you don't have no order within yourself or in yourself, period. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to have no direction. So you're going to always be controlled by the outer things. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not putting no order and direction within yourself to be only controlled by you and your path, by what you set before you. You know what I'm saying? And it's not being controlled. It's just, like I said, being ordered. You know what I'm saying? So once you put order within yourself, you live by a certain code, a certain order within yourself. You know what I mean? You search within yourself. You know what I mean? For your code. We all have a code. It's all imprinted in us, in your DNA. You have to search for it and activate it. Like I said before about cutting on your light switch, you know what I mean? You have to activate your code, your DNA code. You know what I'm saying? We all have one in us. You know what I'm saying? And all they do is manipulate our perceptions, vision, and all of that so they can control that. You know what I'm saying? So now you have no control over what's, you know what I'm saying? What you thinking? Excuse me, y'all. There's so many distractions and things today. You know what I'm saying? There's just so much that the outer is trying to control and, you know what I'm saying, take my direction away from, you know what I'm saying, where I'm headed and what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to give them or it control of that. You know what I'm saying? Because, see, we keep thinking of this system as just a physical thing. The outer shell is a physical, like we are, like our outer shell is physical. But there's an inner core of that system that we don't see, just like there's an inner core of us that the world don't see, that, you know what I'm saying, you don't see. You know what I'm saying? And that inner core of the system is what, you know what I mean, controls and controls and manipulates all the things in the atmosphere around us. You know what I mean? So when shit like that happens, the phone ringing, something miraculously fall or knock at the door, or, you know what I'm saying, to break you away, and especially if this is an order in you, something that you do daily that you're trying to keep, you know what I'm saying, you a routine that, you know what I mean, this is something that's repetitively done of you. This is your order. You know what I'm saying? This is the direction you're heading in. There's always something to either knock you off, distract you, or turn you away from. You know what I'm saying? All of that comes from, that is the inner core. That is the true inner core of that system. You know what I mean? That is that system's design, its purpose. To distract you, knock you off, or take you completely away from your direction. You know what I'm saying? Which is your inner core. And the system's inner core is to go completely against that. Completely against you getting or headed or finding your direction. You know what I'm saying? That system is the complete opposite of that. And that is the inner core, the inner workings of that. So this is why when you trying to get to the inner you, or you doing something consciously, and if it doesn't work fast enough, you be like, oh man, that shit don't work, or this, that, and the third to throw you off. That's the inner core. You know what I mean? And those things is gonna come back to back like that to you when you trying to find your direction, when you trying to find your inner core. You know what I'm saying? When you trying to find your code and activate your code. Just as well as the inner core of that is to do things to, you know what I'm saying, distract you and do all of that shit. It's also to cheat you out of your code. You know what I'm saying? Because if you start to see certain shit and you get fascinated with certain shit, you start to hear certain shit or whatever, it activates certain shit in you that makes you go hard for that because you want that part of life, or you want that thing so bad that you're going to go hard for it. So it activates a certain part of your DNA code. And once it be able to get part of your code, you know what I mean, it cheats its way, it hacks its way through the rest. You know what I mean? It becomes a cheat code. You know what I'm saying? So now you've been cheated out of your code of life. You know what I'm saying? And you wonder why certain shit don't happen and things don't work, because now you've been cheated out your code. Your code has been implanted. You know what I'm saying? And now it's being played with. You know what I'm saying? It's being used. You know what I'm saying? It's your cheat code. It's using your deepest fantasies, darkest entities and imaginations and all that to cheat through levels of life, and you know what I'm saying, put areas in your life that just, you know what I'm saying, is unbearable for you to catch up. You know what I'm saying? You can't really get past these bosses that they put in front of us. You know what I'm saying? You know, you get to the end of the stage, you gotta fight the boss and then go on to the next. You know what I'm saying? That's what they physical part of they thing is about. And we can't even beat the boss. We get to the end of the stage, but it's like, God damn, yo, this motherfucker hard as hell, man. You can't beat this motherfucker for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So we can't win because we lost our code. We've been cheated out our code. So we don't know our code to activate. Like when you hitting the motherfucking button to do your super or your special, your 50 hit combination. You know what I'm saying? We lost that code. We've been cheated out of that. You know what I'm saying? So we can't activate to fight back to beat the big boss. You know what I'm saying? Which it ain't really no big bad boss like we think it is. That motherfucker easy to beat if we had our motherfucking codes. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? When you start to get in tune with yourself though and go inside and start to set order within yourself, you know what I'm saying? Your own timeline, your own frame of thinking, frame of movement. You know what I'm saying? Your own direction, set order within yourself. You're gonna always be unorganized. And to be unorganized is to be unprepared, unready, unknowing. You know what I'm saying? And that's where we're gonna be with that. You know what I'm saying? Because we have no knowing. You know what I'm saying? We're not prepared for nothing. So you're not gonna be ready for that. Like I said, you've been cheated until you go in and find your code, you know what I mean? Or take back your code, create a new code. You know what I'm saying? More than likely, that's what you're gonna have to do. Create a new code, you know what I'm saying? And bang, safeguard it by sticking to it, sticking close to it, and don't let yourself go too far outside of yourself, out of your realms, out of your means. You know what I'm saying? You won't get caught back up or get cheated out of your new code. Then there was no reason in you even creating one or making or taking the time. But I don't think you would let that happen. I don't think that would happen. You know, like they say, once you see something, you can't unsee it. You've seen it. There it is. It's in your mind. It's in your vision. You remember it vaguely. You can describe it. You know what I mean? You actually, you know what I'm saying? Remember, it's focused there. You know what I mean? Create a new picture, a new code. You know what I'm saying? Go in the direction of that picture. You know what I'm saying? And that code. Set lines and grounds. Once you do your timing, your own timeline and shit, you create your own path. And I don't think you're gonna create a bumpy, rough ass path to escape the rough, bumpy ass path. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no. So, you know what I'm saying? You set that life, that direction for yourself, and you smooth it out along as you go. You know what I'm saying? And you try to coast as smooth as possible. You know what I mean? In a direction that's far away from this direction is possible. You know what I'm saying? That's down yonder. You want to go up top. You know what I'm talking about? Or whatever. But you want to set yourself a direction. Set yourself some order. You know what I mean? Set yourself some order where you won't be so controllable, where you won't be so controlled. You'll be more self-sustained. Sustained. You know what I mean? You'll be controlling yourself. You know what I mean? And you know, if you're in control of yourself, you're not going to destroy yourself. You're not going to kill yourself. You're not going to hurt yourself. You're not going to harm yourself. You're not going to not love yourself. You're not going to hate yourself. You're not going to do none of the fucking shit that you going through now. In this reality, dealing with this system and its way of order. You know what I mean? But it's order by attack. You know what I'm saying? Your order is by sustain. You know what I'm saying? And once you live by your order, you know what I'm saying? We can continue this life. You know what I mean? Through a better way of living. Because we'll go, yeah, we might have to go to that jungleistic way of living that I was talking about earlier, but ain't no real jungles over here. They done fucked that up. They done knocked down all the trees and made all these houses and factories and warehouses and all that. We're and all this other shit out here. They made this a concrete jungle. So yeah, we going to the jungle, but we going to the concrete, motherfucker. Where you think we gonna go? To the actual fucking jungle out in Zamunda, some motherfucking where? I mean, if we had all the tools and shit that we got here, and you know what I mean, we go there with the knowledge that we have here, especially if we get some real knowledge on all of these real fucking fruits and vegetables and shit that these niggas done processed here and that they're stealing and taking from other countries and processed this shit before it get here and spray it down and neutralize and all this other shit before we fucking get it. And we just so happenly might have to go to the jungles or something. We would know something about some things. You wouldn't be out there losing your fucking mind, going crazy because you have no knowledge of nothing, not even your fucking self. You don't even know your own awareness codes, your own, you know what I mean, sharpness. You don't know nothing about yourself. Only thing you know is the fucking panic right now and go crazy. Oh my God, I don't know anything. What should I do? What am I gonna do? Take it fucking easy, first and foremost. Calm down. And remember that there's people that live this life every single fucking day. And they're making it. They're living actually longer than us. These motherfuckers be 108, 120, 100 and shit, we don't even know. You thinking this motherfucker lying. How do you know that you're this old, nigga, when you have no fucking no knowledge of the fucking outer world? You know what I'm saying? Of a calendar or a clock. Do you even know what today is? Do you know what Monday is? Tuesday is? Like, how do they know these days of the week and shit like that? They don't have no calendar. They don't have watches. They don't have clocks. You know what I'm saying? They don't have none of this. TVs, phones, nothing. How do they know what day it is? You go up to them and tell them, oh, today is motherfucking Thursday, February 5th, and the niggas looking at you like, what was that? Okay, this is, you know what I'm saying? They don't know what the fuck you talking about. Monday. What is Monday? They think that's your name or something. You know what I'm saying? They can't tell you on what date, when, but they could tell you, oh, 200 years ago, during the cold weather. You know what I'm saying? Such and such happened. You know what I'm saying? They don't know dates and times and shit. But they know years and months and days. You know what I'm saying? Seasons and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They know fucking day 1, day 2, day 3. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? always on the fifth night it rains or some shit during this season. You know what I'm saying? They know seasons and shit like that. But like I was saying, you know what I mean? Once you set some order and direction in your life, you know what I'm saying? Then you will be able to. Cause look, they got shit out there in abundance. Just think about if you was able to be out in a place, out in the open world. You got all this land, and you got all the fucking utensils that you have now in life, though. You know what I'm saying? You got the little capabilities, but you got the knowledge. Even if you don't have them, you have the knowledge of these things. You know what I'm saying? How to use these things, cell phones, and you know what I'm saying? You know how to snatch down shit, and you know what I'm saying? They know how to do shit too, but you know a little bit about, you know what I'm saying, conducting some electricity and shit like that, and making shit and building shit. And you know what I'm saying? Now you know more about motherfucking the land itself, like vegetables, fruits, and the insects and animals and shit like that. You know what I mean? You'll be great. You know what I'm saying? Especially without the need of having to pay for it, getting, you know what I'm saying, spending money for it, where it's all there, all accessible, all just for the using as it intended. You know what I'm saying? But you have the knowledge of how to really make real, you know what I'm saying, fresh water, how to filterize waters and run pipelines and shit like that instead of motherfuckers running back and forth 2-3 miles every day through the fucking jungle with buckets of water and shit like that, where you can actually say, oh, hold on, let's get 10-20 of us and let's build this fucking pipeline. We could build a pipeline with a filter right here, boom, 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 and you have the knowledge of that. You know what I'm saying? Or even just the idea of that. They could come up with more, you know what I'm saying? Great minds together think more. You know what I'm saying? You got a little bit knowledge of this, and they got knowledge of that, and now you got the manpower, you know what I'm saying, of people to really do it. The niggas is chopping down shit, bamboos and all that. We build a fucking pipeline, a well, or something, you know what I'm saying? Run some water, and we got water. Niggas don't have to keep running back and forth every day. Now we got water. Motherfuckers could wash their ass, cook foods, and all that. We don't have to worry about, you know what I'm saying, things fucking up. You know what I'm saying? We run water, nigga. Winter time, when it get cold out at night or whatever, set some water out, turn that shit into ice, put some of this meat or whatever the fuck y'all niggas is getting on ice, nigga. Start learning, you know what I'm saying, how to crunch up, dry out some of these motherfucking leaves and shit. Y'all niggas sitting here eating cooked meat, but shit's unseasoned. It's some wild animal. Season that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Crunch up some of these leaves and all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, you done rebuild something. But you ain't gonna know how to do none of that shit if everything you watching is motherfucking bullshit ass videos, people fighting, you know what I'm saying? Police fucking us up. You know what I mean? Killing motherfuckers. I mean, it's not to say ignore shit like that, but you know what I'm saying? If that's all we're focusing on is the destruction of us, and we're not trying to really look or see a way of really uplifting or, you know what I'm saying, surviving or pulling away from this shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, maybe I need to get the fuck out of here, go to somewhere else, another country over here, or this, that, and the third. But this some bullshit. Maybe we all need to get together and, you know what I mean, shut some shit down and make sure this, that, and the third, or all get together, not just shutting the government down, but shutting all the bullshit around us down and coming together and creating our own shit as if we would have to, and we were shipped off to another fucking country or another land somewhere. You know what I'm saying? We would have to get together and help each other. Like, yo, listen, son, yo, I know how to do this, that, and the third. You know how to make such and such, or, you know what I mean? If you can help me cut this and tie this, nigga, we could fuck around and make something, nigga. All ideas sound good right now, nigga. We, you know what I'm saying? Shit, niggas gonna be looking for anything, any source. You know what I'm saying? But if we shut that shit down now, and get ourselves together. Start helping and looking out for each other. Start rebuilding communities. Stopping these motherfuckers from coming in our communities unlawfully and unrightfully because they're considered the fucking law or whoever. You know what I mean? That shit work both ways, nigga. You know what I mean? You're here to protect and serve and do certain shit, and you know what I mean? And not only just about the law, because you know, like I said, all them niggas ain't bad. So people want to say that all officers and all this ain't bad, and I'm quite sure they're maybe not. You know what I'm saying? But once you for this entity or this system, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Because if you was truly good and truly about it, you would be standing up against the wrongs that it's doing itself, yet alone perpetrating the fucking image of, you know what I'm saying, is doing the right thing for everybody else when it's not. You know what I'm saying? So, motherfucking, like I said, if we was just, and not only against them, but against ourselves, against motherfuckers that's doing bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Killing for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Robbing, raping. You know what I mean? Uh, Fucking drugging out the community, selling drugs and shit like that. I mean, I know it's a way of living and a way of maintaining, and you gotta get it, and it's gonna be fiends, so niggas gotta eat. But I mean, get that shit out of, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get that shit out of our communities, out of our systems. There's other ways to survive. Don't think that you gotta sell some poison that these motherfuckers created and made and sell the poison amongst our peoples for us to fucking rise, for you to live, ever. Know what I mean? When we can fucking educate and cultivate each other to where we all are living. You know what I'm saying? You don't really want that lifestyle that they have. You see what happens with that. When you want to be famous, popular, and everybody goes through shit. You can't be but so famous and so popular as being a motherfucking drug dealer, nigga, because you're going down. Because now you're popular and famous with the wrong motherfucking people. And you're going down. And when you're doing some other shit, regular shit, you get famous, you want to be a sports, comedian, actor, whatever, rapper, and you're going to get famous and shit. Yeah. We know. You see what happens. You see what happens. What comes with that. Okay, yeah, you're going to get known. You're going to get famous. You know what I'm saying? They ain't say guarantee that it was going to be because of what you signed that contract for. They ain't going to say you're going to get famous and all of that because of, I mean, you might get a little what you think is rich. You know what I'm saying? We going to give you a little bit of fake money to fake you out. You think you own that motherfucking money. But knowing you, you're not going to reinsure any of this money that we're giving you, so you're going to give it right back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's yours for the time being. You didn't want to think so. But you're not reinsuring it. You're not doing nothing good with it. You don't know. You're buying all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying? That's liable for us to take. Thank you for buying it for us, because now we can offer it to our next victim. You know what I'm saying? Because we're definitely taking it from you. You know what I mean? And the shit we gave you, where you think we got it from? Oh, you thought you got that from us? No, I'm sorry. That was from our former client. You know what I'm saying? Our former nigga that we fucked. You know what I'm saying? And we took it back. You know what I'm saying? And now we're giving it to you. And if you fuck around like that motherfucker fucked around, we'll be taking it from you too, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And that's just that. So if you want the fame and all of that shit and want to live outside of yourself and be in another direction other than your direction, you know what I'm saying? Then expect all that comes along with it. Don't think it's just a bag. Like that bag only got money in it, nigga. Because that's a big bag. That's a luggage bag. That look like a bag you take a lot of shit with you, not just bread. You know what I'm saying? Because even though you got a lot of bread and motherfuckers like to spend bread, motherfuckers like to save and stack bread too. So, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to spend your money on everything. So, bread ain't the only thing in that bag, baby. You know what I'm saying? You going to get that bag. There's other shit in that bag with that bread, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So just know that. Unless you know what I mean, pack that motherfucker yourself, you don't really know what's in it. The only thing you know that's in it is the bread. And you don't even know how much. You hoping bread is in it, motherfucker. Because you ain't even see it yet. You're just chasing it. Because you heard it's over there. And you heard it's over here. And you heard you could get it like this. And you heard you could get it like that. So, you know what I'm saying? You want to see if you can get it. You know what I'm saying? But if you just told yourself, yo, I can get it like this. Yeah, I'm going to get it like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be successful. I'm going to be a motherfucker that do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? And you stay to your guns going down your path, though, down your direction, not chasing or going through the ways of the other path. You know what I'm saying? Trying to take the other path to get to your land, where that path don't have shit to do with you. It don't have nothing to do with your destination. You are now walking the destination in the path of the controller. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker that guided you this way. Oh, go that way. Yeah, you could go this way. But look, it's all smooth. You see nothing. It's just bland. It's just all nothing out there. You want to go that way? Your path is there. What's on the other side of that horizon? Look, there's nothing. But look over here. Come down this path. No, those ain't bumps and bricks and razors. Those is luxuries and possibilities. You know what I'm saying? It's possible to fuck your vehicle up. But it's possible you might just ride right over that motherfucker and you never knew what's right on the other side of that bitch. It's possibly could be more bumps. Possibly it could be smooth like you're clear. Young. Shut the fuck. You know what I mean? And that's what we go for, the possibilities. Oh, let me go over here. Yeah, I'm with the. It's possible. It's possible that you could go cross that clear yonder and get on the other side of the horizon, and there's nothing but bumps and sharks and. So now what? You're consciously fucked, consciously manipulated. You know what I'm saying? But then at the end of the day, they always say, "Oh, but you have that choice. You have free will. You got the right to choose. You want to go this way or you want to go that way? What do you know, boo-boo? We're going to go that way." And that's what we always do. Go that way. It's like, look at what you got yourself into now, dum-dum. You're proud of yourself? You see Gazoo right there? Hey, dum-dum. You know what I mean? Because that's what we all are, a bunch of dum-dums. So, until we smarten up and go within inside ourselves and, you know what I'm saying, reset our codes that we've been cheated out of, you know what I mean, and find your true code, your DNA code, and access it, you know what I'm saying? And then you will know. I mean, I can't tell you how to do it or when to do it or what. I could just tell you what I think. You know what I'm saying? This is just a random thought, baby, hypothetically speaking, for life entertainment purposes. You know what I'm talking about? But I'm just saying, hypothetically, you know what I'm saying, randomly thinking that if you just started to take a little bit more time to like really go inside, like I said, get through the layers, the core. You want to go back to the seed, to the very seed of you. Remember when you was swimming around in the motherfucking sack down there? No Diddy, yeah, that go back to that, to the seed. You know what I'm saying? The purest form of yourself. You know what I'm saying? But take back all the positive and strong, constructive things that you've experienced, witnessed, knowledge, and understand. so you can ingest it and then overstand it. You know what I'm saying? To rise above it. You know what I'm saying? Even the fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying? That you know. It's not all that positive and, you know what I'm saying, good out here, but it can be only depending on the way you bring it in and how much of it you bring in. You know what I'm saying? Can it become good and powerful in a good way, strong in a good way internally? You know what I mean? Because it's the return of the understanding and the wisdom, you know what I'm saying, of it from experiencing it and knowing it. Now you're giving your internal self the knowledge of it. It's inputting because that's where it starts at. You know what I'm saying? The knowledge, knowing at the ledge, or, you know what I'm saying? Knowing the fucking ending, knowing that the beginning has an ending, but not knowing when, but just knowing that it is. You know what I'm saying? So the knowing comes first. You know what I'm saying? You didn't know you was in the dark until you seen the light. You know what I'm saying? Then you learn that, you know what I'm saying, light turns into darkness. You know what I mean? So if light turns into darkness, what was there first, the darkness or the light? But we'll get into that in another video. Because, you know, we at our hour, you know what I'm saying? Little bit past that, minute or so past that, you know what I'm saying? And I've been jumping all over the place, I know, because I've been getting little distractions here and there and all that. But y'all already know, man. The basic key, man, is to get in tune with yourself. Set order within yourself. Set direction within yourself. You know what I mean? Once you set order in your life, everything else will fall into play. It has to. Or is not in order yet. You know what I'm saying? It's not in order. Because that's what order is. Everything going the way it's supposed to. The way it was set. The way it was ordered out. The way it was set out to be. So get some order in your life and your direction will fall. It will have no choice, baby. You know what I'm saying? There is no other way. Like I always say, there is no other way. I'll wait. Show me one. Drop it in the comments. Hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Drop it in the comments. Let me know if you know there's another way. You know what I'm saying? Besides this way, you know what I'm saying? Being controlled and manipulated and swindled and lied to out of your original way. You know what I'm saying? Because all we know is there's a beginning and there's an end. So if they could manipulate and fuck up everything in between that, then they got control, my nigga. Because we don't know where our path leads us, but we know that it will come to an end. And after that, I guess we'll see what goes on. You know what I'm saying? But until then, y'all already know, man. The beginning of the day, the middle of the day, the end of the day, all motherfucking day. I got nothing but love for you. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and respect, baby. You know what I'm saying? So, in the meantime, in between time, you know what I'm saying? I want y'all to do the same thing, man. Spread that love, peace, happiness, knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and respect amongst each other, amongst yourselves, you know what I mean? And throughout our communities, baby. And let it spread throughout the world. You know what I'm saying? And Black history don't only come in February, baby. Black history is every day. And black will be history if we keep moving the way we moving and playing along with their motherfucking game. Because that's what they've been trying to do. Make us history. And that's all we ever been, was the major, big part of his story. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. It's time to make our story. You know what I mean? So yeah, they may say, oh, this is Black History Month. Don't just teach your little ones and these kids that only this month is ours, or you feel special, or like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we was recognized or appreciated, and oh, this happened. Because ain't a fucking thing changed. All our ancestors and all the great ones before us that died and, you know what I mean, gave their life up for certain principles and standards that we can live by and go by now is not upheld. It's still not, you know what I'm saying? Not to say that they died in vain or for nothing, because they didn't. But, man, the way we living and going now, it's like, it makes it feel like it. You know what I mean? And especially when you preaching that, you know, oh, it's only this 1 month. After all the shit we did for life, after all the shit we did for his story, you know what I'm saying? All the fucking chapters and things we put in his story, you know what I'm saying? We need to be appreciated and celebrated and talked about a lot more than the shortest, coldest month of the motherfucking year. You know what I'm talking about? So don't continue to spread that bullshit propaganda that, oh, this is Black History Month. Nigga, every day is Black History in America for black people. You know what I'm saying? So today, yesterday, last month, last year, this summer, it doesn't matter. This is our shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you gotta let everybody know and all these kids know from here on out. This is our shit. You know what I'm saying? We working to change some shit, but if we ever fall short of the motherfucking mission, y'all niggas pick up and take off and get where the fuck we was trying to go and take or get our shit back. You know what I'm saying? Because all this shit is ours. Everything they fucking preaching and telling and all this other shit is really about us, nigga, and what they did to us and how the fuck they broke us down and took everything from us, from you, the inner you. You know what I'm saying? The core of you, your core system, through their core system. So let's break all these motherfucking systems and, you know what I'm saying, rebuild and reboot and make our own system. And on that note, baby, from the Most High to the Most High, I'm going to see y'all on the Most High side of things, man. And I hope y'all all have a Most High and wonderful day. I love y'all. Peace.